Hello my friends, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Happy 2022. Here we are, another day, another year. I ended up just telling my husband the other day, I feel like I'm in, like a gerbil in the little spinning wheel. That is how it feels with how time flies, but yet here we are. So, of course, in fine fashion, I have a Marshalls and TJMaxx haul for you. These are two of my favorite stores to shop at, and you never know what treasures you're gonna find. And boy, did I find some treasures. So if you want to just kind of hang out, see what I found at my local stores, maybe it'll inspire you to run out to yours and see if you can find some treasures too. Then just keep on watching. Okay, so I am just going to, as usual, just grab and go. So let's start out with a couple of things that I am super excited about. So I found a Mickey Mouse glass mug set. When I mean by glass is like it's clear. Now, I don't know much about this brand, but I think it's more on the pricey side. It's called Joy Jolt. And it's my understanding, I was kind of going through their website, and their glasses tend to keep drinks hotter for longer, and vice versa, I believe, cooler longer as well. Now, this particular set, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but it has Pluto, and it's like a scribbly of Pluto and one of Mickey, but both cups have both characters. There's one on the front, one on the back. I am so super excited about this. Now, it was $19.99, so as soon as I saw that price point, I was like, okay, these are probably more on the expensive side. I believe that's how Marshalls and TJMaxx price it out, but you guys, and they feel, how can I describe it to you? They almost feel a little bit like plastic. You can tell they're glass, but they almost feel, do you see the Mickey on that side and then the Pluto on that side? And they've got like that double insulation type thing where it's like a glass in a glass. So I am super excited to try these out. I hope they are everything and more. I've never tried this brand. So if you are familiar with this brand already, then you're gonna have to let me know your experience in the comments below, because I am super curious about them. But of course, they were Disney, they were cups, they were pretty, and I have been looking for some clear ones like that, so that was perfect. This is very random, but it's a KitchenAid fine grater / zester. Now, in the last month or so, 2 months, have been on a recipe book kick. Those of you, well, you probably wouldn't even know this. I don't think I'd ever bring it up on my channel. I don't cook. I don't like it. I'm not good at it. In our household, my husband is the cook. And I knew that when we were dating, and I was like, done. I will clean house. You can cook and we are good to go. So he is actually a phenomenal cook, and he bakes. So anyways, but lately I've just kind of been inspired by a few YouTubers that I enjoy watching, that I kind of want to do some of that too. It looks like it would be a little bit relaxing, and then you get to eat, something you worked hard over. So obviously a zester is called for in a lot of the recipes, and I'm like, all right, I don't have one of those. Maybe I need one. So this next one is I don't know yet if I'm going to keep. And the reason is because with all of the Valentine's Day stuff coming out, I feel like maybe there's going to be a cuter style that I find. But right over here, I have a gray / white recliner chair for my beauty room. And so the pillow I had on there, the gray one for Christmas, obviously has been put away. So I found this one that says love, and it's super neutral. I love how the lettering is like just in this textured type of format. Anyways, not crazy about the little pom-poms, but you guys know how I feel about poms. This one was $19.99, and it's by the brand Celery. Okay, I don't know. But anyways, so it's a decent price point for the quality of the pillow. And yeah, so we'll see if that one ends up staying with me. Okay, this next find I was over the moon for. I just wish I had found these before our Disney trip, because I ended up buying some at DSW that I like these more, and obviously they were cheaper. So these were $29.99. They are by Nicole Miller. And these boots are everything. The fur trim, the chunky sole, is that what this is? And then the kind of matte black look. Oh my gosh, these are the kind of boots that you would pay a ton of money for at DSW, and they were $29.99. I could not even wrap my mind around it. So I bought these I'm usually a 7. I bought a 7.5 because the 7 was running a little small. So if you are in my same size and you like this brand of shoe, or you like this type of shoe and want to go hunt them down, you may need to half size up. I don't know. So anyways, so total score with those shoes. Okay, let me grab the next bag, pull it up with my foot. That's what you call multitasking. Okay, so what's funny is I bought these to use for our Christmas Eve dinner with our families, and I forgot to use them. I just realized just now that I had bought them. So nothing super spectacular here except that it's Snoopy. It's a 2-pack spatula set. It comes with a small one and a large one. They were $4.99. I had made, using a recipe out of a tasty cookbook, might I add, a nut mixture where you put like maple syrup and you put cinnamon and you put salt. And you got to kind of stir it and you bake it till it hardens. But as you're baking it, you kind of have to stir them around. And this is the best type of thing to use for that. I ended up using a wooden spoon, but I forgot I bought these for that purpose. But they will go in the bin for next year. I am super excited about those. And then this one, I'm super excited about this. I wish they would have had a small or extra small. They only had a small, but there's something about plaid that just calls to me. I don't even know what to tell you that it is. It just really catches my eye, draws me in. And this was a Tommy Bahama sweater for $24.99. And it's got these rhinestone buttons, which for me can be hit or miss. They can look a little gaudy at times, but there's also certain times where they just look extra blingy and pretty, like very eye-catching. I don't know. Anyways, and the sweater is so soft. Now, I did have to roll the sleeves up just a bit because everything is long on me. I'm a short person, so everything usually fits either long on my arms, long on my legs. But isn't this beautiful? Now, it's a little bit of a longer sweater, but oh my gosh, for $24.99, I figured, like, really, you can't, for Tommy Bahamas, you can't get really much better than that. So yeah, and this was one of those, you know, when you're walking through the store and there's like a loaner item hanging in the most random place, like somebody decided they didn't want it anymore and just hung it and left it and left. And this was one of those things. And so I was like, you know, if it's slightly big, but that's okay. Sometimes that's the look with these kind of things. For 25 bucks, I will take it. So I was super excited for that. Let's see. Okay. I got some, okay. I'm trying to think what I want to go through first. A headband. I feel like I'm always suckered into the headbands, and I have a ridiculous, at this point, headband collection. All because of, okay, well, we're going to leave that as is. All because of Marshalls and TJMaxx. I use them from time to time. I have been trying to use them more often these days, but I really could not pass this one up. And they always have the little knot in the middle. I mean, I think that's the style now, but I feel like the ones you find at TJMaxx and Marshalls always have the little knot. But for spring and summer, I legit could see myself using this so often. This is distracting. I'm sorry. Sometimes if you've got curly hair, you know the struggle of sometimes just having chunks of hair being so distracting, and they just do what they want to do. Anyways, but this was $4.99. That's typically what I pay for headbands at TJMaxx and Marshalls, and that color scheme is beautiful. Okay. So I picked up some gloves. I had been looking for some, finally found some that I really liked that were comfortable. It's by the brand, I think it's called Sensitech. I don't know. It just says original weatherproof vintage. Maybe that's the brand, weatherproof vintage. Anyways, they're touchscreen compatible. So it's weird because I don't know, I haven't used them yet. I don't know if it's this little thing on the index finger that like allows you to touch your screen without taking them off. Super comfortable. I love the look. They were $12.99. The MSRP is $35. So I don't know what brand or what store sells these, but inside they are like, is it flannel? No, Sherpa, I think is what it's called. And I got the size small. The extra small was a little snug. They fit perfect, but then you don't have the room to really squish your fingers, you know? Not like you're gonna be walking around squishing your fingers, but still. Anyways, super comfy. I say comfy, I know it's comfy. Super comfy. And for reference, right now in San Antonio, Texas, it is like 30 degrees. So, you know, when I head to church here in just a while, these are gonna come with me. So I will leave those out. Okay, this next one is one that I was like, I have been looking for one of these. And you know, when you see somebody, like I saw somebody at the grocery store a day before I found this one wearing something like this, and I was like, man, I've been wanting one of those. And it's like, then all of a sudden you find it. So I am hoping, let me know if you own one of these types of jackets, because I do know these are the types to get dirty real fast. But it's a Sherpa jacket. It's by Calvin Klein. And it is just, ooh, sorry for the glare. And it is just lovely. It's cozy. It's white, which I wish it would have been like gray or something a little bit that could hide a little bit more dirt. It's Calvin Klein, so it's got gold hardware, zipper right there. And I, again, have been looking for one of these. And this one was $29.99. Now, sometimes I compare things in my mind, like, okay, I recently bought a shirt at Marshalls for $19.99. So then I start thinking, okay, for $10 more, I can get an actual jacket. And that's how I kind of justify in my mind, okay, I think this was a decent price. I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong way to go about it. But yeah, so we'll have to see. I know also having a dog that sheds like nobody's business might also be interesting with this type of jacket. So again, if you own one of these types of jackets or shirts or whatever, please let me know your experience. Is it easy to keep clean? Does it get dingy really quick? I don't know. And then the next one I got is a little pullover hoodie. I really like this brand called Sincerely Jewels. I find that the stuff is actually kind of nice. So I have a pullover hoodie in a cream white that's like a Barefoot Dreams type of material. And it's got a hood, it's got the drawstring, and it is just so flattering. It's very, very pretty. I'm so sorry, like I'm the one distracted by this hair. So listen, I completely understand if you're gonna leave me like nastyagram comments about my hair. But here's the brand, so it's Sincerely Jewels. This is a gray kind of off the shoulder, which almost kind of defeats the purpose, because if you're cold, the last thing you wanna do is have an off the shoulder. But anyways, it's a look. And then it's almost like a little cropped, which again, kind of defeats the purpose. So my mom always taught me growing up that like under your sweater, you always wear like a tank top, like especially in the winter, because if not, the air can go up and like, I don't know, like cold, make your chest cold and you can get sick. I don't know. Anyways, I do know it keeps me warm, so I've always done it. I do wear a tank top underneath even full length sweaters. So this I would totally wear a cami or tank top underneath, but this was $12.99. So I thought it was like really decent. It's a different color from the one I already have, and obviously a different style. It's a little bit harder in feel than the one I already have. I like the textured look. It's not as Barefoot Dream soft as the other one I have, but it's okay. It's super cute. And then I picked up, this is one of my favorite things. This is by Tahari. I found my size, extra small, and it was $19.99. And it is like a little sweater. It's a sweater, but with short sleeves. And I am a sucker for, how can I put it to you? Unique things. And I like the, what is this even called? Like it's pin tucked or whatever. I don't know, but the sleeves are super flattering and they have a tiny little bit of a poof, which you guys know, I've told you before, you know my sentiments about puff sleeves. I mean, Anne of Green Gables made it a thing, okay? And it is lovely. So it's a thin little sweater. I love the sherbet type of shade or color, and this is gonna be absolutely perfect for springtime. So again, it's making me all choked up. Again, it was Tahari and it was $19.99. This one I did pick up at TJMaxx, but here's kind of like here's like the back of the sleeve. Look how pretty. It's just, oh, I love it so much. Okay, I think I have just one more thing. Let me grab it. Now, a couple other things I picked up, which was slightly before Christmas, were like Christmas card name tags for our gifts. Those have already been packed up and put away, so obviously won't show you those. But last but certainly not least, I picked up a pair of jeans, which again, I feel like my jean drawer is bursting at the seams because I end up finding so many pairs of jeans at TJ Maxx and or Marshalls. This is also by the brand Sincerely Jules. And it is the, let's see, it's got a certain style name. It's the high rise 90s jean. So I love that I've been able to add variety to my jean collection with not just skinny jeans all the time. Like the 90s jeans, the boyfriend jeans, like all of that stuff is making a comeback. And so it's a little bit more the slouchy look without being too overly baggy and slouchy. You know what I mean? I love the wash. It's like the perfect wash. It does have distress at the knee. It's kind of a wider leg. And it is like literally a 90s jean. If you remember the 90s, then you know what I'm talking about. You know, the other day I was watching a documentary, not a documentary, but on Disney Plus, they have like I think it was National Geographic, did a series on the 80s, like the best commercials from the 80s, the top 10 water cooler moments, like most talked about at the water cooler. And I was just watching thinking, gosh, I miss those. I miss the 80s and I miss the 90s. Those two were the best decades. And I would love to hit the rewind button and go back to them, especially as an adult, because I was born in the early 80s, but growing up in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, I mean, it was a thing. Anyways, so the nostalgia is real. Anyways, all of that to say, I'm super glad that the 90s jeans are kind of making a comeback. Anyways, that's it. That brings us to the end of the haul. That's what I picked up. It's cumulative. Obviously, I didn't buy all this in one trip. And so I do want to be a little bit more consistent in my videos and what I show you, in showing you what I picked up at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Just because, again, aside from Sephora and Ulta, and Disney, Shop Disney. These are my favorite stores to buy at. I don't buy a whole lot anymore from, you know, the occasional Express when it's on sale. But aside from that, I don't really buy anywhere else just because for more bang for my buck, I find the good stuff at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So this year, I hope to be a little more consistent, have a little bit more of these videos, these conversations, and just sit and chill and kind of go through the stuff I picked up. Alrighty, my friends. Well, as per usual, I just want to leave you with a quick verse of the day to motivate you, encourage you, to tell you the good news that Jesus loves you so very much. Today's is short and sweet, and it comes from Jonah 2:9. It says, "Salvation comes from the Lord." I just want to share with you that there is no other way to be saved except by Jesus. He paid the ultimate price for you, and he wants to be your savior and your very, very best friend. The Bible says there is only one way to heaven, and that is through Jesus. But the amazing news is he did come to pay that price, to pave the way, and I can't imagine getting through life without him. So I don't say that to shove anything down your throat. Take for it what you will. But I just share that good news because I love each and every one of you. I pray for you, and I'm so, so grateful for you. Alrighty, guys. Well, I will see you in the next video. So until then, stay safe and stay well. Talk to you soon. Bye, friends.